The pioneers who explored and settled lands in the 1700s did so at high personal and financial risk, leaving behind the comforts of civilization to forge new paths and create new opportunities for their families and future generations. There were no roads, no towns, no fences, no established resources, just land. For the settlers in the early American colonies, the land west of the Allegheny Mountains was like gold. Dr. John Briscoe possessed the true pioneering spirit. At age 16, he moved from St. Mary's County, Maryland, to forge his future in Frederick County, Virginia. He had interactions with prominent people such as James Norris, Lord Thomas Fairfax, and Samuel Washington. Dr. Briscoe married Elizabeth Harrison McMillan in 1746. They had 6 children: Parmenas, John Jr., Elizabeth, Sarah, Francis, and Hezekiah. Acquiring land meant increasing wealth. Land prospectors viewed land acquisition as a business. It was not in the simple acquisition of the property, but in renting that property to others to be settled and farmed that created their fortunes. This was the model used by prospectors such as George Washington, who owned property along Briscoe Run in Frederick County. Like Washington, Dr. Briscoe started out with acquiring smaller tracts of land, 100 to 400 acres at a time. The revenue gained from renting the land to other settlers allowed him to continue to purchase more acreage in Frederick County. By 1770, he had acquired over 3,200 acres of land, which rivaled that of Washington's land acreage at the time. Virginia was a vast colony at this time, extending as far west as the Mississippi River, encompassing all of what is now present-day West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Dr. Briscoe saw an opportunity to increase his family's wealth through new land acquisition in the West. He decided to move and create a new settlement. Under the Great Britain Proclamation of 1763, Dr. Briscoe was paid for his service in the French and Indian War in the amount of 500 acres of land in Jefferson County. But Briscoe had his sights set on an area along the Ohio River. It was widely known that George Washington had traveled to the Ohio Valley in 1770, surveying with the intent to claim thousands of acres along the Great Kanawha River and the Ohio River, including areas near the Little Kanawha River. Washington sent William Crawford to inspect and resurvey the lands he intended to claim. While Washington surveyed the lands in the Ohio River Valley, no formal patents were ever filed. This did not deter Washington from writing a letter to Dr. Briscoe in 1772, stating his claim and threatening legal action if Briscoe and his sons settled on the property. No such suit was ever made because Dr. Briscoe decided to settle at an area north of Washington's tract. On March 2, 1773, Dr. Briscoe and his family arrived with 5 canoes and 15 men to start their settlement. Dr. Briscoe put ashore at a fine bottomland opposite a nearly mile-long island close to the Ohio shore, just 6 miles above the mouth of the Little Kanawha River. A quick inspection showed the ground to be rich indeed, level and well drained by 2 small creeks. He announced that this was where he could start his settlement, and he named the little creek at the base of the hills to the north, Briscoe Run. The Frontiersman.